Hello, it's me again. Um, Today at writing time, go ahead and get your notebook and some paper, pencils, and crayons ready to draw and write. I'd like to take time to talk about how to make the world a cleaner and a safer and a more beautiful place for us all. So, if you haven't known, there's this special day that's coming up called Earth Day, or it's a day where we take time to um, see what we can do to help the earth become cleaner and a more green place for us all. So, something that I like to do is I like to try and see if I can go in the garden and maybe plant some seeds in the hopes that some flowers or some plants will start sprouting. So I'm going to show you how you can draw a flower or maybe a whole garden of some flowers. So depends on how you want to do your picture. I think for this one, I would like to do it sideways since it's going to be a garden picture. I'm going to need a lot of space. So I'm going to draw a ground for my plants to be growing. And it doesn't have to be a straight ground. It can be bumpy or wavy. Now, when I'm thinking of how the flowers are going to look, I have to imagine in my mind. Well, flowers, they grow on a long stem and they have green leaves. So let me go ahead and draw some flower stems. So that's just basically a straight line. Do one straight line. You can also do a second straight line that's kind of close to the first straight line. Not only do they have stems, but they have leaves too. So a leaf would be just kind of an oval shape. Could be another oval shape. Then I have to think about like what I want the top of the flower, like the flower petals to look like. And that really, it varies from flower to flower. One kind of flower that is blossoming now that's really pretty and it's easy to draw is a tulip. And it's pretty easy. For tulips, I do a letter U, and then I do some up and down zigzag lines. I just go up, down, up, down. So I could do tulips. Let me draw another flower. Maybe the next flower, I would like it to be a different kind of flower. Maybe a daisy. A daisy is usually a circle with some feather, and it's sort of like feathery, pointy petals coming out from around the circle. There's my circle and my daisy. And then I just do lots of little petals coming all out from the circle. It kind of looks like a sun or sunflower. And then I could do another flower. The next flower, I think I would like to make it a rose. Roses are a little hard to draw because they have so many petals that are so close together. But I'll show you my sort of easy way to draw a rose. It's going to be similar to how you draw a tulip. Do a U first. And then instead of doing up, down, up, down, up, down, I'm going to do a swirl to show all of the rose petals are close together. So just a little spiral. So that's, a couple ways to do flowers, a tulip or a daisy way or a rose. So that's kind of my idea for how to make the world a better place. For this Earth Day, I'd like to plant some flowers because I think flowers are beautiful and they're also good for the environment and good for the animals too. So I'm going to go back to my sentence starter. I think you need to write your I and do a space and write think. I think that flowers. No, I don't want to put it that way, not flowers. I think that planting a garden is good for the earth because it helps all of us. It helps the plants and the other plants, it helps the animals, it helps the people. I think that's what, yeah, and it might help some of the birds too if they have more flowers. And more butterflies and bees, right? Because bees need the flowers. I could do that. I think I will plant a garden because it will help the bees. And then the bees will make honey. And then we can have more honey. And I love honey. Anyway, go ahead, be creative. You don't need to do a garden, but I'd like you to think about a way that you could do something that's good for the earth. Okay? All right. Until next time, take care.